This warm-up is concluded. Skating now, Ken Mikawa, to be followed by Will Annis.
Yeah, we can.
It's including a few guys from this group. It was really fun, and you know, I think you could see the Olympic tension.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was certainly a factor in the whole thing. So we'll talk more, I'm sure, about all the dynamics. But Ken Mikawa is on the ice, and he's already doing that again, like. Music ended a little abruptly.
That a different take on an ending.
You would not know unless he did his final spin.
Yes, and even the way he looked at
He was like,
his coach is like, oh, I guess
done?
that's the
We're
ending.
done.
Were there for his birthday. 220 countries tuned in for his first step.
Is this Buzz Lightyear?
I wouldn't know. Will Annis as Buzz Lightyear. Good Lord, that axle, so good. It like the trajectory and arc of that jump is so beautiful.
Yes.
And it was like yesterday in the short program where he's like that close to landing it, and he just the blade slips out. He's one of those guys who is in school and skates and
Does it all?
A lot of multitasking. And I know he's been very much trying to get that extra
that's something that, and I can't speak for Nathan, obviously we're really close, but I think it's like the shift of realizing, are you skating and doing school, or are you doing school and are you doing skating? Understanding like which is the main part of the priority, and I think that there's a time for both, but like an Olympic season, like you really want to prioritize, if you, depending on your goals and what your goals are, like understanding that one of them will take a little bit of a hit.
He is such a natural jumper, natural talent with that, and I hope he does get some consistency, because you were saying he's a little Max Aaron. He is. In the way that he skates. Like even the way that he busted out that triple toe after scratching triple bloods is a little Max.
It's Max, I'm telling you, like, just not much material in between the second half, but just go jump, hammer.
I don't know if anybody saw that there. He went into that inside spread eagle. He hit a rut right there, and you could see his whee. Speaking of backflips, you could see his knee sort of buckle, and he saved that spread eagle. It was very subtle.
Well, I mean, talk about having to skate after the championship ice dance.
Right, exactly.
Like, you're skating after literally the best skaters in the world. It's practice, and they just shred so much of this ice, and like, hey, go have fun.
Yeah.
Deal with our ruts.
Yep. Is that Buzz Lightyear?
I don't know.
I can say I've only watched
I haven't watched it.
Toy Story once.
Oh, I think it could be from the Truman Show, maybe. I don't know.
That would make sense given the music choice.
Yeah.
So. Now that's what they call skating. Disc 5, the mission, is great music.
I love it.
Of the iconic The Mission soundtrack programs I've seen in history. Like one of those was at Nationals, Matt Savary. I mean, he was such a skater, such a really underrated skater.
I love the music personally. I think it's so beautiful.
Michael popping jumps here and there. I think he's like in the middle of trying to figure out, does he do jumps in this program or does he not? Because he hadn't warmed up everything yet.
It's not committed.
Yeah, it's not committed. He's like, well, maybe I should.
He's like, I should take the opportunity. I have my music playing. Oh, should I? No, I shouldn't. Should I? It's a terrible place to be when you're skating.
I mean, uncertainty is one of those things that you do not want as a skater out there, especially when you're going into stuff. That's when mistakes happen. That's when you're completely off in things. And that's why you see a lot of pops, right? You saw a lot of pops here because there's uncertainty in his mind, and when your mind's uncertain, your mind's like, no, I'm not going up for that jump.
Yes. We used to have this rule that when in doubt, don't.
Yeah.
So if we were always like, should we do it? No, absolutely not. Unless we're like, yeah, let's do it. We want to do this. Because then you have like a totally different approach to committing to like an element or a lift or anything like that. Because otherwise, sometimes you do something for the sake of doing something and then start reinforcing or creating bad habits.
See, now he's committed.
Wow.
That's a beautiful Ina power.
Big stretch. Hello.
Oh, it's kicked us in the face.
I like literally thought he was going to jump on the wall.
That's quality. I loved that.
Skid?
I mean, that whole sequence.
Oh, it's beautiful.
He's a beautiful artistic skater. I think he would do well in show skating after he finishes his competitive career.
I think very well.
I also think he thrives on kind of the performance aspect of stuff.
So much. It's like Alex Johnson.
Mm.
Alex Johnson is so beautiful at skating.
Hey, Alex Johnson, if you're listening. He's not.
You never know.
Oh, he's probably working.
Yeah, he's got a real job.
Some of us have a real job.
Never met him.
I am confused as to who is on right now.
Who's me? 5.
Oh, there are. I kept thinking there was still Emmanuel is not on. Emmanuel Savary.
Prefers to sleep. I don't know.
I saw him yesterday after the short program, and he was talking about how I'm not a spring chicken. I have to recover. I have to do all these things, and I think this is probably part of his recovery. And day after competition, there's no competition today, and so he's probably taking the time to actually do a little rest.
Honestly, maybe. But if you have any questions for Jackie and I, please send them to us at US Figure Skating on X. We're going to do our best to get through those. To answer them. Oh, you have any?
Good.
Yeah, to do what? To do something. Ah, the Truman Show. That's right.
The Truman Show.
Yeah, not Buzz Lightyear. I don't know why. He just gives Buzz Lightyear energy too, though.
Jim Carrey?
No, Will.
To infinity and beyond! Well, for whatever reason, that program does scream a little space,
Yeah.
astronaut.
Have you ever watched the Truman Show?
Yeah.
I love that.
I don't remember what happened. I mean, I know what happened, but I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, I understand. That's a good question. Someone asked, I remember way back when skaters would line up after a practice and sign autographs as they were getting off the ice. Do you know why they got rid of that?
I think for time. I mean, the skaters actually, as they get off the ice to the right side of the kiss and cry, there have been a lot of people standing there to do autographs.
Yes. People will hover around there and they try to get you right before you get off the ice. To be honest with you, if you want that, today is the day to do it. I was always very open to it, but I didn't like doing it really competition day too much because I felt rude being like, I want to take my time for my rest. To be like, no. But today, by all means, especially with these men, come on over. I mean, don't come down to ice level, but I'm not saying do stuff that your credential doesn't allow you to do. But come over to the side, and you can always drop something and ask them to sign it as if you can catch them on the way out.
And that's the key thing on the way out.
Yes, not on the way in.
Don't do it on the. Do it when they're warming up. Don't do it when they're.
Oh my god.
Trying to get into the.
I see it sometimes when skaters go out before the practice and they're just kind of taking the environment and people are trying to talk to them and stuff, and I'm like, with all due respect, now's not the time. They're trying to get in the zone. Someone asked, did you get to toss a toothless on the ice yesterday?
I did not.
I did not either.
No.
Is that an Ilia thing?
Yeah.
Ilia
I don't even
toothless?
know where they were.
Was there a lot of them?
There were. I mean, it was basically if you looked up on the screen, there was literally an advertisement for How to Train Your Dragon when Ilia was bowing, and then a bunch of toothlesses.
Oh, so it was
on
like a PR drop.
Somehow. I don't even know what happened. Okay.
Sam Mindra.
We're going to talk about Sam Mindra because we got to talk about Sam Mindra. Again, this opening is so beautiful. It's just simplicity of it.
Yes. Simple is bliss.
But it's it. He was saying in the mix zone yesterday, Sam Mindra, was that one of his favorite skaters growing up was Adrian Pitkaev, and that's taste.
Wow.
It was very, very, very inside baseball because he wasn't a very well-known skater.
No.
A really good junior Russian skater who was a beautiful artistic skater.
Uh-huh. Wow. Very interesting.
It's too bad he fell on his Lutz yesterday in the short. I mean, he's one of those who needs to skate clean programs in order to get the bigger scores because he just doesn't have the technical content. And the Lutz actually just went up a little too big for him to control. Here's the Lutz. Speaking of. If he had only done that yesterday, he would be in the second group. There you go. that inside, the slide. Ooh. And the Nina power.
I mean, I'm not saying much because all I'm going to do is start raving about how much I love his skating.
That back Bielman is so nice. Not too many guys do Bielmans, and sometimes when they do Bielmans, they're not very nice, and that's a nice Bielman.
Mm-hmm.
A variation on a Bielman. Speaking of another very nice skater, Lorenzo Elano.
His hair is so poofy.
It is. Shows off his speed.
Oh, it does. It's not the most
There you
aerodynamic.
go. There you
wow,
go.
Very nice.
That axle has been tough for him this week, and that was a really, really beautiful one.
Oh, so is that crossover apparently.
The crowd was really into his short program yesterday. They really appreciated the heart that he brought to the Les Mis music.
I mean, like, he seems, and when I watch him, even in practice, like, he really likes to let it go once his jumping passes are done. He really can get into the character of things, I find, within his movement quality.
Look at that.
Love that.
That little bit of, I'm going to hold it and I'm going to stretch it to the max.
It's finding the rhythm of having a cadence which is quick but also slow enough for you to see as an audience member is so challenging, but also when it's done well, it's like, oh, wow. Same feeling you get into like a warm hot tub. You just really enjoy it.
A warm hot tub.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't like hot tubs.
Oh, yeah, me neither. Just kidding, I love them.
It's a great run through for him.
It is.
And he's doing it full out. He really just, he takes the time. Really appreciate that about a skater.
Ooh, fun little toe steps there. I like that.
Counter. Lots of counter rotation.
Mm-hmm. Hey. I love those little steps.
There you go.
That's
There's
that
falling leaf.
The falling leaf split.
Yeah, falling leaf straddle that neither of us has ever seen.
I've never seen it. It looks like conceptually cool. It's not very clean looking, but it's cool. It's cool because I haven't seen it.
But also, like, physically, I don't understand how it works.
It's, I mean, like, ouch. That hip flexor on the back leg is just going to take some heat.
The one that he did yesterday or the day before was cleaner.
I completely
That
agree.
one was a little bit messy.
That was like a little bit like a seesaw.
Right. But goes to show that it is actually a very difficult thing.
Yeah, no, like, I would strain my hip flexor immediately if I even tried the first part of it.
John Luke in the hospital with torn hip labrum.
No, I'm good. Hard pass. Well, some great skating and even more great skating to come. If you guys have questions, send them to Jackie and I at US Figure Skating on X. We're going to try to do our best to answer them. I saw somebody just tweeted the video of Ilia with all of his toothless plushies.
Yes.
There's a lot there.
It was a lot. I don't know how they picked it up so quickly.
That's actually wild.
What were your impressions of yesterday?
I mean, I really enjoyed it. I think that you could see the skaters that were nervous and the skaters that were a little bit more calm and collected. I thought that, I mean, obviously, I was really busy watching the ice dance event.
Were you?
Yes.
Why?
It's because I was standing at the
Were
boards
you
with a
an
couple.
ice dancer or
I
something?
was. I did dabble once a time ago.
That's what I say about figure skating.
I dabbled in ice dance. But I mean, I thought it was great. Like, I think that the men's event, they seemed like a little tight.
They were, and even the warm up for that last group was really tight. Like, even Ilia Malinin in the warm up I was like, oh, okay, you're feeling it too. Everybody's feeling it.
Yeah, and I think it's just like the expectation, and a lot of the time when I'm working with students, it's like trying to limit and get rid of expectation and understand that you can have a high standard for yourself, but don't get confused with a high standard and a high expectation, because a high expectation is something you can't control, but the standard that you have for yourself, you can control. That's the way you show up, the way you become present. But when you have an expectation to skate clean, I mean, that's like, I expect to go win the lottery. Like, you can't do that.
No?
But you can, I mean,
I expect it every day.
Dang, son. I gotta have that expectation then. Let's scrap everything I just said about standards and expectations. But I think that they all have this expectation and they start to feel this pressure.
Yep.
And that's where the tightness comes in, because you try to control everything. And with that, we're going to do a quick little ice break, ice cut, and then we will be back for the last two groups.
Welcome back to another episode of Skating 101. Last week, we went over part 1 of the scoring system, the technical score. Now, let's go over part 2, component scores. Component scores are made up of many things, like skating skills, transitions, unity, interpretation of the music, and timing. In simple terms, it's basically scoring of the artistic parts of a program. All 9 judges give scores for 3 categories: composition, presentation, and skating skills, on a scale of 0.25 to 10. And if you couldn't tell by now, this is a really good score. The average of those 3 scores are added together and multiplied by the predetermined factor score, arriving at the final component score. The component score is then added to the technical score, and at last, we arrive at the final score of the program. And that's it for Skating 101. See you next week!
He's on you, bro.
It's a drag race.
Lighter. They are lighter. You'll probably feel it.
Nice. Oh, come on, triple. No way. Stop. No. That's the landing right there.
Yeah, that's right.
New boots, new blades, and you just did single axle, double axle, triple axle. Like.
Welcome back to another episode of Skating 101. To this point, we've covered the basics and the jumps. In week 1, we touched a little on the scoring of programs, so let's dive a little deeper into that. This is the kiss and cry, where skaters receive their scores and where some of the greatest reactions are born. But how do we get to those everlasting moments? Skaters are judged on 2 different parts of a program, the technical score and the program component score. Today, let's focus on the technical score. Every required element of the short program, free skate, rhythm dance, and free dance is assigned a base value. Base values of all recognized elements are published annually by the ISU in the Scale of Value chart. The base value of the elements depends on the number of rotations for jumps or the assigned level of difficulty for elements like spins, steps, lifts, twizzles, throws, and more. Next is the grade of execution. Simply put, it's how well the element is executed. During a performance, the technical panel identifies an element and its grade of execution on a 10-point scale, ranging from 5 to -5. The final grade of execution is the average of all 9 scoring judges' marks. The final score of the element is a combination of the base score and the grade of execution score. And that's all for Skating 101 this week. Next week, we'll dive into how the component score and final score of the entire program is achieved. See you next week!
I'm back, but this time I'm in New York to celebrate 100 days out for the Olympics. Did you miss me? Be honest, you did. Channeling my main character energy by doing some shopping, some sightseeing, pretending like I'm in an episode of Gossip Girl. But alas, duty calls, so I headed over to the Team USA Media Summit to celebrate 100 days out from the Olympics. And guys, this place was massive. There were so many star athletes there, it was crazy. Must have been some sort of mix-up because they forgot to add me into this. Don't worry, I fixed it. Took some notes on other athletes and how they answer media questions because, I never got formal media training. Oops, haha. Then came the photo and video shoots where we were absolutely serving. Look at Jason, serving. Honestly, I think Tyra Banks would be proud of us. If you're looking for models, you know where to find us. Then came the press conference, answered some questions, smiled politely, resisted the urge to say no comment so everyone be proud of me, hit the Team USA gift shop because how else will anybody know that I was there? Plus, I had to get my mom something. Jason and I hopped on this moped just to give you guys a little sneak peek of how I'll be arriving at the venue if I make the Olympics. For real, I think I'm growing on them. Dare I say, besties. And that's a wrap for Media Day. Only 100 days out till Milan. I mean, who's counting? Me. I'm counting.
We're off to a good start. Hi everyone, my name is Brady Tennell, and I am about to try to design my very own trading pin. I cannot draw to save my life, so this should be pretty interesting. My very own trading pin, that means I can make it whatever I want. Okay, I have a vague idea of what I want. This is good, this is progress. Lip gloss, just vibes. Why am I forgetting what order the Olympic ring colors are in?
On your shirt.
Wow. I'm so smart. Actually, that's really funny. Now, the bigger challenge is going to be me actually being able to draw the Olympic rings, because I don't think I've ever drawn a successful, like, great circle. And it's upside down. You said I have 3 minutes to do this? That's not enough time. What? Excuse me? The big reveal. 3 minutes to do that. Woo! I'm so proud. Okay, so in 2018, my family had somebody made us shirts that said Team Tanel. So I kind of hijacked that little phrase. And obviously my proportions are off. This was supposed to fill in all of this space, but this is the Olympic rings. And this is, it just says Milan 2026 because that's obviously where the Olympics are. We need like another couple of drafts and then I think it'll be ready to go into production. So, very good friend with a master's in fine arts would be so proud of me.
How do you keep it fresh and fun even after skating over and over?
I think that's the great thing about skating and sport in general is that anything can happen, and that's true for training on a daily basis as well. But there are also the little goals that you set for yourself on a daily basis and just trying to get that 1% of improvement each day.
I think skating too is just inherently fun. I think it's one of the more fun sports I've ever tried, and just connecting always back to that joy of stepping on the ice and feeling the glide and feeling the wind in your face. That is always going to be there, even in the most stressful days.
I often find myself looking for this feeling of flow, and our coach once said to us, once you have it, you're just gonna chase it and want it all the time. And I was like, oh, I want it so bad, I want to feel it. And then one day I felt it and I was like, whoa, I know what he means. And then you kind of chase that feeling, and it's really satisfying when you can link it together and stay in that flow as long as possible.
Welcome back to another week of Figure Skating 101. Last week we went over the basics of the sport. Now let's dive into one of the most exciting elements in figure skating, the jumps. There are 6 different kinds of jumps in figure skating: the loop, the salchow, the lutz, the flip, the toe loop, and the axel. Each jump is differentiated by the method of takeoff and landing. But today, let's talk about the most iconic of them all, the axel. Now, let's go way back. In 1882, Norwegian figure skater Axel Paulsen landed the first jump in competition, a single axel. Since then, skaters have progressed from doubles to triples and now even quad jumps, 4 spins in the air. Figure skating enthusiast or not, odds are you've heard of the triple axel. First landed by Canada's Vern Taylor in 1978 for men, and Japan's Midori Ito in 1988 for women, it remains a key element of many programs for both men and women to this day. American figure skater Ilia Malinin has recently taken the sport to new heights by doing what some once considered to be impossible, a quad axel. He first landed it at the U.S. International Figure Skating Classic in 2022, and it remains a staple element in many of his programs today, along with other quad jumps. So, what makes the axel so hard? It's one of 4 jumps where the skater takes off from the outside edge. However, it's the only jump that takes off with the skater moving forward and lands with the skater backwards. And that's all for Skating 101 this week. Keep an eye out for some triple and even quad axels out there at Skate Canada this weekend. See you next week! Oh, and did we mention backflips are legal now? Figure skating. It's one of the most beautiful and athletic sports at the Winter Olympics. But what's actually happening out there? There are 4 events: men's singles, women's singles, pairs, and ice dance. Singles focus on jumps and spins, pairs add lifts and throws. Think gymnastics on ice. In ice dance, it's rhythm, footwork, and storytelling. Basically, ballroom dancing on skates. Each skater performs 2 routines, the short program and the free skate, combining technical moves with artistry. Points from both performances are combined for a total score where gold, silver, and bronze medals are decided. Jumps earn points for difficulty, spins and steps show control. And yes, judges score both the athleticism or technical element score and the artistry, known as components, where composition, presentation, and skating skills are graded. It's power, precision, and performance, all on ice. That's this week's Figure Skating 101. See you next week.
Hey guys, I'm Camden Polkman. I'm gonna be designing my US Olympic pin. This is very stressful. I feel like I'm being put in the spot. What's your favorite shape? Someone.
Trapezoid.
Triangle. We're doing the triangle. Sorry, trapezoid's cool, but I don't think I remember what that is. So we're gonna do a triangle here. I'm gonna go, oh, actually I have a good idea. So on the left side, it's gonna say faster. On the right side, it's gonna say higher. And the last one's gonna say on the bottom, because 3 sides, stronger. Can I get a time check? Oh, we're chilling, we're good. Now I feel like this looks ugly. And then we're gonna do a little bit of some designs on the corners. Because in Milano Cortina, there's a lot of mountains. So you know what mountains are shaped like? Triangles. Someone laugh, please. I can't do this without the laughter. Thank you. Got the rings here. Those look like donut holes. Those do not look like the rings. That does not look like the Olympic rings. Yikes. Time check, time check, time check, and can you make it longer? We're done. We got it. That was so bad. All right, so this is the pin. So we have a triangle because someone said they like triangles. On the outside, we have faster, higher, stronger. The Sidious, Altius, Fortius, I believe it is. And then we have the Olympic rings here. I know it doesn't look like it, but they are the Olympic rings there, okay? We have USA team because we are the USA team. And then we have 2026.
Great.
I'm just making a mess.
The best skaters in the country come to St. Louis this January. Be there when the Olympic team is announced at the 2026 Prevagen U.S. Figure Skating Championships, January 7th to the 11th at Enterprise Center. Purchase your tickets today at skatestlouis2026.com.
Endo, Jimmy Ma, Lucius Kazanecki, Kai Kovar, Liam KAPEIKIS, Jacob Sanchez.
All right, group 2. Sorry, that was my chair. I was just scooting back. Group 2, we are back. Yeah. The buzzers have started.
Great group 2.
Mm-hmm.
These guys all skated fairly well yesterday. I mean, I think I'm looking around. I mean, Kai Kovar had one of the skates of his life yesterday. He was so happy with it. And I think, you know, a few of these other guys were good, but not their very best. But they got the job done.
Yeah, but you got to be your very best here.
You do.
Like, it's a choice and an option, but if you want to push up there, you got to try to make all these things happen.
Well, that was what we were also talking about yesterday, or earlier today, was the tension that we felt yesterday across the board with the men. It was a very different kind of feeling than with the women's short program. And it was interesting listening to the press conference guys yesterday talk about how they felt like yesterday was like, we got the short program over with. Like that was a thing that they kept sort of repeating.
Yeah.
And that they now have they've done it once, they have a feel for the ice, they have a feel for the crowd, they have a feel for their nerves, and let's hope that means the free skates will be more open.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so too. And, you know, it's so interesting, like, in terms of nerves that I have ever experienced in my career, the worst was that, like, an Olympic qualifier, way more than the nerves that I felt at the Olympics. At the Olympics, I was terrified, like, as per usual. Like, nerves were very, very high, but it was kind of like, all right, well, let's just go do it. Like, this is amazing. We know we're not going to win a medal. We're going to do the best that we possibly can. But at this event, the nerves really, really were something that had to be, like, tailored and controlled, because it was so, so crucial to try to put out the best performances you could.
Do you do drills with single skaters?
No. I mean, skating skill drills I do. Cause
I was going to say, what kinds of skating skill drills would you do?
A lot of the work that I do with all disciplines, but I think that what goes with pretty much every single one that touches the ice, the most of the work that I work on, other than the artistry, is actually just the body awareness to use your body weight always moving in the direction that it wants to go. Like, for me, that's such an indicator of a good skater, is not getting caught up. Because, like, with the glide and the speed that you get, oftentimes the hips get left behind, or you don't transfer the weight enough going in the direction you want to go. So I find that the more awareness you have of the center of your mass, the more of a solid skater and more consistent you can become. So in terms of exercises, I mean, I just make a bunch up. I have many that I work with, but I can sometimes tailor them very quickly based on what I'm seeing. I really like to see, I mean, all the turns are so much easier when the body weight's moving in the correct direction. You see like skaters get stuck, and they'll do a rocker and their body weight is like kind of on their toe pick. A lot of people will say, oh, you're on your toe pick on the exit of a rocker, let's say, or a 3-turn, and it's because you didn't fully transfer your body weight. You turned and you left your body weight where it was, but then your glide kept going. So it's kind of always anticipating where you want to go. So yeah, I do, when I work with single skaters, it's like so much body awareness, because I find that the stronger awareness you have of your body, the more you feel comfortable to get into your performance. And at the end of the day, that's what I want. I want the skater and the artist and the athlete to feel like they can just be like, okay, I can trust everything that I'm doing, so I can just sell and give more.
We talked about how Goku Endo's skating skills are just so strong, and we'll see that here.
I hope so.
he had a pretty good skate yesterday. The only issue was doubling a triple toe. But the spins was where he lost a whole mess of points. I could not skate with a necklace.
Oh, no?
No.
I loved it.
Hit me in the face.
I always did.
He's making sure he's working on those spins.
Yeah, he's probably going to do all of them in this one.
Friday morning body rolls.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at his boots, and he looks like he's one of those guys who maybe doesn't tie his boots that tightly.
Let me get my binoculars out.
A little bit ice dancey of them, right? Like when when single skaters do that.
Yeah, they are loose.
They're
They're
look a little
very
loose.
No, they're very loose. The tongue is almost popping off, like popping out of that
And
top hook.
he's using the duct tape to really keep it stable.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, like, for sure, like, he might want more room in the front because you can get more into that ankle.
Well, his ankles, right? He's got great ankles.
He does, yeah. So he wants the ankle mobility.
Yeah.
Because the freestyle boot is higher, like it's a higher built boot than an ice dance boot, so ice dancers can get more in because we're less restricted. And the way we will tie them will be just a little bit different. But
oh my gosh, yeah, it's really loose.
Super loose.
Yep.
I could never skate like that. I could never skate like that because I always wanted mine actually tight on my ankles. And I would actually tie looser, closer to where his duct tape is, like on not the arch of the foot, but
like almost the bottom of the ankle. Right?
Yes, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, the bottom of the ankle. Oh, ciao. Almost.
I mean, those forward outside twizzles will get you.
I mean, that was the furthest thing from a twizzle, but yeah,
yes.
He attempted.
He tried.
He did a rolling 3-turn. Lunge.
I fell on my face on a forward twizzle once. It was not good.
Oh, I've fallen on them many times. They're hard.
They make me want to just no.
Yeah.
Yep. More spins. But the dynamics are interesting with skating tech. These Adea boots are more like actually ice dance boots in the height of the boot than old boots used to be.
Yeah, old boots used to be high.
Old boots were very high, and it is really it was quite the transition over the past 10 to 20 years as these new boots and new technology has come in. All right. It's raining men.
Oh, yes. I wanted this surge of energy.
Rain some men. A little smirk.
Mm-hmm.
It's all there for Jimmy Ma this week. We've seen him have really good practices, and he wasn't able to do it in run-throughs and in the actual programs.
This song.
Oh, the transition's coming.
Yes.
The thunder.
Thunder.
We're your weather girls. And how we got news for you.
Hey, that's not me this time, everybody. I'm sure this is exactly what he wants to do at 10 a.m. on a day where he's not competing.
You know, I think every single time he gets to do this program, he wants to just do it.
I can imagine with this program, it's got to be very hard not to get too carried away with having too much fun, because he will have to. If you have too much fun too fast, you're gonna gas yourself.
Well, and he still has 3 more jumping passes after this. He needs an umbrella or something.
Yeah.
Can we just I'm just gonna get a bucket of water and like splash it on him right at that point. Triple axel.
You can see his movements are like 40%, 50%
Oh,
right
absolutely.
now. I think he's going for like the knowing that he's gonna backload this thing right now. Oh, I guess he's not. I thought he was going to go for all the jumping passes.
I thought at the second half, yeah. He'll do the flip. No, he won't.
The audience over there, I feel like they're getting ready for it already. Yeah, look, the audience is already
right
getting
there,
ready.
We're ready. Let's do it.
I love it.
Look, however he does tomorrow, this program will bring everybody out of their seats.
It better. That's so fun.
He was like, who needs Turndo when I can do YMCA?
I mean, I think it's genius.
Yeah.
It's like from Spain, Tommy doing the Despicable Me program. Okay, now skating Lucius. Lucius? Yeah, Lucius. I keep wanting to say Lucas, but I know it's not.
Lucius.
Lucius, there it is.
Lucius flagged me down the other day and said he is 6'2". 6'2", doing a quad toe, triple toe. I think people still don't believe him. They think he's taller. I do find it interesting, another quad toe. I do find it interesting the proliferation of these very tall skaters in recent years.
Yes.
With him and Nikolai Memola
Yeah, it's true, huh?
They didn't used to be so.
It was like Evan, Lysychek, and that was pretty much it. But also, like, I don't mind people using it, especially earlier on in their career, or very late in their career. You know what I mean? Like,
do it when you're really good, or do it when you're starting out.
Yes.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise it's like not done really well, or it's a piece of music that everyone knows, so it's gonna help you do well.
Yeah. Because there have been some really iconic Adios No Nino programs.
Yes.
And we think about it, Yuna Kim doing Adios, or Chen Lu doing Adios. I do love it when the skaters find the two of us and we're now the judges.
Yes, I mean, they gotta interact with somebody.
Yeah. There are, one thing I think the audience doesn't know as much is that you are taught to make eye contact with the judges as much as possible.
Yes.
And so when they're doing these programs on practice, they are really looking for people to connect with, because it's important for that, for their choreography.
I'm excited to see this in the performance, because I think that although it doesn't matter so much today for the performance quality of things, I find that his short program had so many beautiful accents, but this program lacks the intensity that I'd like to see of a tango. Obviously, it's very tough because I'm an ice dancer, so I'm really looking for the sharp movements in the tango, and that piece of music can get very, very, very boring if you're not really intricate or at least very expressive, in my opinion. It's beautiful, but
See him do a plateau all week. That's definitely a plateau setup. axle. He had a beautiful one yesterday in the short.
That landing position was so solid too. Amazing.
It was very soft. And
yes.
But he has a knack for really just sort of like gently landing on his landing leg, and it's really nice to see. There's that like very light landing. It's very quiet.
I find he spins so fast.
There's a thing where choreographers love to put step sequences in the like biggest parts of the music, and there are only certain skaters who can do it well.
Yes, I mean 100%.
And I'd rather them put a choreo sequence or a spin at the choreo sequence on it. Yes.
Yeah, I completely agree. You need to be really intelligent, understanding the skater that you are and that you're working with when choreographing a program. And also, like, your... And he was saying this, like, kind of disengage skating from the rest of his life, so that he can, when he's skating, he can focus on skating. When he's doing everything else, he can do everything else. Yeah.
And I think that's worked a lot for him.
It's finding that balance, and it takes years to understand the balance of how to prioritize what it is that you want. And if you're going for multiple different goals at once, it's so tough.
And there's also like it's not cookie cutter. You can't just be like, oh, this person did it this way, and
Yes.
so it has to work for me. It's so different for everybody.
Yes.
Like when I have a full-time job and I have to do this, it's, you know, I just multitask. I just do
It's
both
true.
at once.
It's true, actually. It's so amazing sitting next to you, watching you do all the things you do on your computer.
Gives me goosebumps, this music, and the way that he skates it.
Yes, the way that he feels it.
Yeah.
Feels like it was made more for him.
Yeah. So Jacob Sanchez, off camera, was doing a couple quad sows that were closer today than they have been all week.
Talk about power.
No, you just can't. You can't teach this. That's how he's been doing that quad sal this week. Just needs a little bit more rotation on it.
It's close.
It is close. And he's at that stage in his career where once that hits, it's gonna be nice.
He'll
it's gonna
find
be nice,
it.
and it's gonna be consistent, hopefully. I do think he also is working on a quad Lutz.
Oh.
Because his Lutz is huge. I think those have been the two quads that he's been working on.
Camel.
Love a good stretch. It's like he's doing a moves in the field pattern right now.
Yeah.
And I mean that in a good way.
Yeah, yeah, not boring.
Yeah. It's like,
wow.
Basics, right? Like that forward twizzle into the
that's
into the
really,
spiral.
really hard.
Yeah.
It's such a shame because like that won't really amp his skating skill mark that much.
The speed that he brings into it.
Mm-hmm. I'm such a fan of Jacob Sanchez.
I thought you were going to say we were such a fan of that nap that he was about to take on the ice.
Yeah. The lack of sleep at U.S. Nationals is always very high, though. I'm not going to lie.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how. As I said earlier, I was laying in bed last night trying to fall asleep, and it said, Jackie Wong just went live. I'm like, my man, do you sleep?
Barely.
He's got a USB charging port in his arm.
That's true. USB-C.
Oh, you meant what I knew. Yeah. Well, that was a fun group, and I'm so excited now. I'm like very looking forward to this next
final group. Yeah. This is, who is this?
No
What's
one.
happening right now?
I think that should be it.
Yeah. Right?
Everyone skated.
Skated, yeah. Who is going on?
This is 1 minute left.
There's a lot of confusion right now. We're looking over and they're like, where's this music coming from?
Yeah, this practice just finished.
All right. The thing I liked about that group too is that all of those programs had a different personality.
Mm-hmm. It's raining men.
That is also a part of the personality. Where's everyone? Oh, there they are.
Timoki Hiwatashi, Ilia Malinin.
The one change that I like about this year at U.S. Nationals is, and you know this well, in past U.S. Nationals, the warm-up practice right before competition used to not have a run-through music.
Yeah,
it was the worst.
I talked about this literally yesterday or the day before on stream, and Paulina and I were talking, and we're like, "Oh yeah, it was so annoying. Like
So
we never
annoying.
the day of the event." And then it literally, as soon as we finish the stream, we get going on the ice dance practice, and I went over to one of the teams and I was like, "Okay, it's like 20 minutes," and they're like, "No, it's 30."
Yeah.
I was like, "What do you mean it's 30?" And I was like, "Do you get your music?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's finally changed."
It's so good that it's changed. I don't know why they used to do it the other way.
It's the only competition in the world.
It was
it was different.
Exactly. Every other competition, when you do it, you always have music the day of. So it's good for the skaters, I think. And it also helps them just be acclimated to what they are used to.
Completely agree.
I mean, there was one year I remember a couple years ago when like even the start orders were weird. Like they had already done the start order, but then they were still going through the original group orders, and Ilia Malinin almost missed his practice because he thought it was like the regular,
like every other event,
and it's based on start order, and in fact he was actually in the second group instead of the third group, and so we had to we were like, where is he?
Yeah.
And we had to go literally talk to his
him.
coach and figure out his dad and figure out where he was, and then he came on. I'm just glad that they are doing this like they would do an international competition, because that's what the skaters are used to.
Yeah, like every other event.
Well, this group tomorrow will be a nail biter, and I mean, Daniel Martynov is the one who was not expected to be in this group, and he just edged out Jacob Sanchez for that 6th spot here. But then once you get to second skater, it's like boom, boom, boom. We're gonna know a lot about how the Olympic team is going to potentially look within about 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's going to be an intense 20 minutes, and I hope they all skate clean.
Same.
Would be so cool.
Same. Like it'll be Andrew Torgashev, then it'll be Max Naumov, then it'll be Jason Brown, then it'll be Timoki Hiwatashi, and then Ilia will do some quads.
Ilia will do some quads.
You are something, but not nothing.
You are something, but not nothing.
I'm coming to the cottage. You don't know that reference, do you?
No.
No. I'll tell you later.
Perfect.
Sorry, unhinged commentary for this warm-up.
I love it. That's the best way to do it, though. Last day for commentary.
Yes. You're going to miss us, maybe.
You are. I'm going to miss you.
Oh, me too.
Competitors, there is 1 minute remaining in this warm-up. At the end of the warm-up, music will be played, beginning with Daniel Martynov.
Jean-Luc and Jackie, are you all going to cover the Olympics in person? I hope so. Let's keep this party going.
Well.
That big,
Well. We had talked to the powers that be, and no. I'll be doing my regular practice coverage.
Yes, Jackie will be doing his regular practice coverage, but I believe that we will not be able to be doing the Rinkside practice cam there, although I would have loved that opportunity just to share what it's like at practice at the Olympic Games, because it's very different. It's not like a normal competition. Practice at the Olympic Games are structured so differently, because sometimes you'll go and there'll be one skater on the ice, and sometimes you'll go and then there'll be 4 or 5 skaters doing all full run-throughs on that ice, because depending on the timing and how that works from how far you are from your event, because you might be there for 10 days before you even compete.
It's such a marathon because it's like at World Championships all happens in 1 week. All these competitions all happen in 1 week. The Olympics is the only one that goes through 3 weeks of competition. And like you said, there will be practice sessions early on when it's 1 person.
Yeah.
Or 0 people.
And also just who's training for what? Are they training for team event?
Yep.
Are you on the practice with a team who's doing the team event, but you're not? So you're like, where you are in your training plan is so different. It's so cool to see. It's a shame that we don't get to talk about that and share that experience with you there.
Well,
Jackie will be doing his thing.
Let's get a campaign for 2030.
I would love that. Why not?
Daniel Martynov starts us off. Has not warmed up his jump, so this will be a lot of marking.
Jumpless.
Jumpless, like toothless.
That's right. Do you think Ilia likes toothless?
He loves toothless. It's his favorite.
Oh, okay. I thought he'd be more of a Big Hero 6 guy. I don't know why.
Well, he did that whole commercial with toothless.
Oh, that's right. Well, he's...
I was wrong.
Whatever.
Triple axle, double axle.
Jump full.
Just do it.
Nice cold Sprite.
I like
on a summer day. That was me
a hot
cracking the
tub.
lid. That's a hot tub. Yeah. That's soggy. Our conversations are so funny.
Yes. I'm looking forward to seeing how he develops over the next 4 years, especially
Yes.
now. I feel like the last 2 years, as he went from junior to senior, he was a little lost and didn't quite know who he was as a skater or what he's bringing. And now I think the coaching changes, both of them, have helped him better understand himself as a skater. And this is a different Daniel Martynov than I've seen in the last couple of seasons at Nationals.
Oh, that was like one of the best iterations of those little like heel pop things that I've seen.
The heel
it was like
pops
fully stretched.
Yes. The heel pops are actually very hard, not surprising, and hard to do more than like a half rotation on. And and if you look at Alexander Stelevko's, he's the originator of that heel spin. He does it for like at least a rotation.
Wow. All right, here we go. Torgi. I really like this music.
Those two plateaus are going to say so much tomorrow.
Yeah.
He has a tendency to sort of live or die on these plateaus, and you know, they go well and his program sinks. They don't go well and he's sort of, it's a different kind of feeling.
You get a totally different Torgashev from it too.
Yes.
But I mean, like, it's like very rarely do you have a skate that's just completely amazing if there's a mistake. If you can make everything now, like touching down or something like that, I feel like you can get away with still. You'll forget about it, but.
His skating is really quality, and when he lands his jumps, it's why he's as close as he is right now, even with the fall yesterday. The landings just of the other two jumps just got so much grades of execution that a triple axel yesterday that he did was butter.
Mm-hmm. I think what's so cool about watching Andrew's skating and then having Max go next is the difference of the emotional feeling we're going to go on. It's going to be such a roller coaster, like you said, for 20 minutes, and then we're going to be able to really enjoy Ilia. I don't think Ilia will give that like so much excitement other than just wow factor. I think, for real, I mean, you know what I mean? I think the excitement is more on like this third spot, second and third spot.
Yes, now I mean really second and third spot.
Second and third spot. It's like, that's where all of our adrenaline's going to be going, and then we're being, oh, okay, Ilia, let's see what you got. Bring it home.
This axle has been giving him trouble all season. Like in that setup, he had a couple of like face plant falls in international competition with it, and it's second half. So he came up to me yesterday and he was like, I'm sorry, did I hit you and John Luke with ice yesterday? with the triple axle?
Yeah, we did say it was very close.
I was like, yeah, you did. And no, he was saying he was trying to find his patterning on this ice because it for him felt a little bit close between the boards, and he was just trying to figure out where he would jump.
Mm-hmm.
So he took a few of those patterns around the circle here just to figure out, like, where does he go, where does he mark, right? Like, a lot of this is visual for these skaters. You're taught to take marks, especially on the boards.
Yes.
To figure out where your visual center
I did that
is.
so much. We would pick so many markings on these boards. Okay, Max.
Oh, this was so emotional yesterday. My goodness. Shrugs. No sows yet in practice. He just hit some great triple axles before, so you're not going to see the two quad sows. Axle setup. Is he? He is. Woo. That was his first one of the day.
Let's go. Gutty, he wants it. He's really looking to see if he can take this spot.
And he's gonna do that axle. It's those 4 jumps for him. Quad sal, triple axel, quad sal, triple axel. Like, that is what he opens with.
I believe. I believe.
As Amber says, believe and breathe.
That's it. Believe and breathe.
The acceleration he goes
Yes, it's insane.
into this is so nice. Let's toe. Nice.
Wow.
I'm having goosebumps just right now.
Yep. Come on, Max.
Why am I crying on a practice?
Yeah, because we feel it.
What?
I think with the year that he's had,
gosh,
I think how much work he's put in. Oh, in this part, I know. Mm-hmm. No, straight up, I'm tearing up too.
Don't mind us, we're just crying. That's so nice. Max
The arena
Namov,
is with him.
You're a hero.
Literally a hero. And oh my, I'm getting goosebumps. Sorry if you guys can hear my clapping. I don't care. Wow.
If the short program was emotional, that is going to be something else. Max Naumov. All right, well, more emotions. Jason Brown.
Mm-hmm. Yo, people are going to be crying for like 10 minutes straight. I won't cry for Andrew because the music doesn't permit me to. But even Max, I think, is crying. Oh, no, he's blowing his nose.
Different things.
Jason Brown.
Jason. This axle has to work tomorrow. It has to work.
It's not a choice.
And even the one that he did in the short program was not great, but it was good enough, and he needs at least that. And also the emotions of this program as that story of him being doubted by people and being doubted by himself, right? And and conquering that. It does. I haven't been a huge believer in this program the full season, but understanding what this means to him makes it completely different.
I mean, just Jason's ability and his skating skill is in a league of its own.
I think what's interesting too is that the skating skills in this group are very strong.
Insane.
Across the board. But there's something about also Jason's, not just the way that his blade's working, but the way that his body opens. And the projection, it's another notch above.
It's insane. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The tears are going to be fueled by such a different emotion, too. I just was watching and started like tearing up again. I don't know if someone's cutting onions by us or what, but it feels like that.
Oh, I brought the onions.
You brought the onions. Perfect. That makes sense. I'm going to bring the tissues then tomorrow.
Please. The Puffs. Official sponsor of U.S. Figure Skating.
Puffs. Give me a box. I'm going to need it.
Yes. I also feel like it's been a few seasons where we're like, is this the last we're going to see of Jason? Is this the last we're going to see of Jason?
It's like Maddie and Evan.
Yeah. and it's hard to imagine this is not
I think
last
this
time.
could be the last that we
Right.
see Jason.
And I think that it's the continued catharsis of it all.
His programs mean too much for it not to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. These four going back to back to back to back is going to be really something.
Yeah, because like you have so much beauty and emotion, then you have like a totally different emotion of like with Jason. And this is like for me.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We're good.
I think they ran into each other.
Yeah. Like, I don't think Jason was thinking he was going to do the double toe at the end.
I think Timoki has the ability, because of his jump content and how much more consistent he's been recently, the tension of this music, because depending on how Max, Andrew, and Jason skate, and now he's next. Yeah, I know, Jackie's shaking his head like I'm gonna explode.
The thing is, I'm just fast forwarding to tomorrow. By the time this happens, we will have known so much more information.
Yes.
About what just happened, and
let's imagine they all skate clean.
Yeah.
So now it's just like
exactly
up to Tomoki.
That opening quad toe that he ran into Jason on was the best one I have seen from him today or this week. Beautifully smooth, and he actually picked it correctly this time. It's the first real fall I feel like I've seen from him.
I mean, you could just see such a difference in Timoki's skating now. I know we talked about this earlier this week, but it just goes to show. And with his new coaching team and being in Japan, I think that he just feels like he really knows who he is. what he wants. Oh, I love it. It's crazy how springy he is. Minus that bunny hop. That was super springy. Wow. You just cleared the board there and you can barely see over him.
Yeah. We did have such a joy and freedom in this short program yesterday that I don't think I've seen from him.
Cool.
That's huge.
I wish he held it for like a second longer.
I think he will though. I do think in the program he will.
I hope so. I want 4 standing O's back to back to back to back.
Andrew Spring, I said us again.
Thanks, Andrew.
What I was going to say during the program was, while he was skating, while the music was going, while everything was going on, Max Naumov hits a quad sow and hits a triple axel. Andrew Torgashev hits a triple axel, double axel, and then Tomoki does his jumps. The only true
I know.
Is
knowing you know nothing. The lost.
I think Ilia will not have his moment here. I think his moment will be at the Olympics.
He will still have a moment.
I think he'll still have a moment, but he won't have the moment, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
He doesn't want it here.
No. You don't want to. If you are him trying to get an Olympic title, you do not want to be peaking at
He wants
nationals.
it to be like good.
Yeah.
Like a feedback run through.
Okay. Flip entrance. Axel. Most likely be a triple.
I will say, his quality of skating has actually immensely improved.
Yeah.
I think the last year and a half, 2 years of him not doing jumps in these practices, it's starting to really not look like he has to think about it anymore.
So still the same thing as earlier this week. Flip, axel, Lutz, loop to start. My favorite line.
You are something.
It is your favorite line.
Past is not a chain, but a thread. Pull it, and it may get you home.
I think even these step sequences that he's doing have improved over the past couple seasons. I remember a couple of years ago, there was a moment when he was doing these step sequences where it just felt like he was phoning it in a bit.
Yeah, he wants it. He wants all the points he can get. I think he loves seeing that he breaks records.
Yeah. Lutz, the Lutz is back on this pattern.
Oh yeah, that changed again.
Yep. Toe pattern.
Like this, the details of all that the arms through that musicality. We cannot say that Ilia doesn't know how to, is not great at skating anymore. in my opinion. He does not look where evidently about a year and a half, 2 years ago, more 2 years ago, I thought when Ilia was skating, I was like, wow, his jumps are phenomenal. He is like 6th or 7th place in component mark right now, even in this group. But now I'm like, yo, you are very much.
Ooh, that was the best 1-foot landing of that.
Wow.
Of that backflip that I've seen him do. That's a slide. That's a friggin' slide. Wow. He does have a tendency to go too wild with these choreo sequences that it goes out of control, and all of that was in very good control.
I remember when I saw that for the first time at Champs Camp, his little raspberry twist in the middle of the spin, and everyone was like, wait, what? Like, you can do that? Wow, absolutely amazing. Just a quick thing, Jackie, we got a text from Alex Johnson. And he is indeed working.
Alex Johnson
and sent us a photo of his computer.
Working and listening to us. Hi, Alex.
Wow.
Miss you.
What an electric group. This is going to be one for the books.
Let's hope.
I think so. I feel it. I'm ready for this energy.
This concludes the practice session for Championship Men Group 3. There will now be an ice resurfacing, followed by the Championship Pairs warm-up.
Oh my gosh, thank you all so already laughing, I love it. We have such a good time here. Are you crying?
Where are the
he's
tissues?
crying.
Where
He's
are the
crying.
tissues?
Yeah, great. Well, thank you all so much for joining us this whole week already for all these Rinkside practice camps. I mean, this has been such a pleasure doing this with you. What an amazing event to come.
The free skates are coming up, and lots of stuff is going to happen in the next 24, 36 hours.
Yes, it is. And I mean, I think we were just saying right before we were about to close out, I think this is the first time both Jackie and I have teared up on a practice
session.
And it's just going to show like the intensity and the tension in this building. Yeah,
bring
big
the
hugs.
tissues, please.
Bring the tissues. Bring the tissues. We want them. Yeah, just thank you all so much for tuning in. We appreciate you so much, and enjoy the events.